Welcome to the 2021-22 Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Media Day. I'm your host, Stephen Davis. And next up, we're joined by Culver-Stockton College head coach Janette Burgin. Coach, thanks for joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. I'm pretty excited about this season, trying to get back to a little bit of normalcy this year.
Oh, absolutely. We're excited too. And you get to get things started hosting a tournament November 5th and 6th, and then two more home games after that. What do you hope to see from your team in these first few ball games of the season?
Honestly, I just want them to have fun and compete. We're going to be super, super young. This group that we have is a group that has not played together, but maybe one scrimmage so far. So there's a lot to learn, and I just want them to have fun. It's going to be a long season. We're going to have some highs. We're going to have some lows. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing how they respond early on. Having 4 home games is a unique schedule, to say the least. When you're talking about at the beginning of the season, like to be on the road a little bit and then play a little bit better at home crowd. So it'll be entertaining, but I think they're all extremely excited to be playing. So we'll see what we've got.
Absolutely. What are some things you hope this young squad can take from those non-conference games early in the season with them into the conference?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I want them to learn is how to play together. Being as young as we are, but also we have some upperclassmen that just haven't been in our program long as well, just trying to figure out what each other does well and really capitalize on those things and continue to build on what we do well as a team, but also as individuals. And I think that's going to be a big test for us early, not just offensively of what we can do well, but defensively, how do we communicate? When you're talking about a brand new team, communication is key to trying to win games down the stretch, especially in close games. So that's going to be a big piece of the puzzle early on, just seeing how we communicate well and learning, and hopefully they put that together game by game.
Coach, you and your teams have had some very successful 20-win seasons recently. What's it going to take for your team to get back to winning 20-plus games in a year here in the near future?
Yeah, it's one of those things that you don't want to have to start and rebuild again. We've been there twice before, and this will be the third time kind of rebuilding stage. But I think the culture has been set, so that's not an issue. It's just getting them to understand that don't expect the 20 wins. You got to work for it. This conference is very, very good. Usually we have 4 or 5 teams that are competing at the national level consistently, and we've been one of those teams, but it's not going to happen in just overnight. It's going to be a process. So if we can start off early, do all the small things, do the details, and then by the end of the season, hopefully that we will be able to see some success on the win-loss side of things.
You mentioned youth and inexperience. With that said, who are some veterans that you're counting on for leadership both on and off the floor?
Veterans, we don't have very many. One in particular is Taylor Green. She's been here since a freshman year. She's seen us struggle. She's seen success. She was part of both those programs. That one went to the national tournament back in 2020. Didn't get to go play it. And then the season before in 2019, when we were the 7 seed, made a huge conference tournament push and fell short in the conference championship game. So, just seeing a player like that, knowing what it takes to get to that point is going to be very vital. And her using her voice, I think that the fact that she's not a point guard or a guard sometimes can hinder some leadership just because the ball's not always in her hand. But she knows the expectations of what the program needs to get back to that level. And that's the person that we're going to really rely on in those big games that we're going to be crunching for some leadership because we are going to be extremely young. So I'm pretty excited about that.
With the youngsters and the newcomers, who are a couple or 3 names that have caught your eye that you expect to play big roles this year?
Yeah, three freshmen pop out right away. Olivia Hop, she is from the Illinois side of things here, and she's coming in. She's spunky, very active, 3-point shooter, can get up and down the floor very well. Played point guard at her high school, but we're using her as more of an off guard here. She's going to bring that spunk, that energy, so we're super excited about her. We also have Addison Nubon, also from Illinois. She's the type of player that when you talk about positionless basketball, she's that type of kid. She can bring the ball up the floor. She can go inside and bang with the bigs. And she can shoot it from distance, and she can shoot from mid-range. She can dribble drive. She can do a little bit of everything. But being a freshman and honing in on what she does well, and really utilizing this year and continue to build her game into the future is going to be pretty exciting to see. And then the last one would be our big inside 6-footer, Caitlyn Webb. You know, I am super excited for her. She's a kid that, you know, she's had a hard time this last 5 months, was unsure if she was able to play at the collegiate level due to a medical issue that she had, and being able to see her this last month get back on the floor and really push and see the smile on her face once again that she can play college ball and just play ball in general is pretty exciting. So she's one of those players that can get up and down the floor. She can also stretch the floor and knock down the three as well, as big as she is and talented as she is inside. So those three will be coming in as freshmen, and that we'll rely on quite a bit early.
Sounds like you've got some versatility on the team this season offensively. What kind of style do you think you'll be able to do? Maybe a little multi-dimensional?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those that we haven't had a wide variety of players. Usually we're really, really guard heavy, or we're really, really forward heavy. This year we do have a pretty good balance. The only thing that I would say that we're gonna see early is we don't have a ton of depth. We do have a great group of young ladies, but just the depth, the experience is going to hurt us early. But overall, I think we can do a lot of high-low that we haven't been able to do before, as well as some screen and roll action, screen pops and things like that. And just having that versatility within Addison and Katie are going to be huge. Even Caitlyn Green, our senior, she can stretch the floor and knock down the outside shot as well. So having that and our forwards being able to go inside and outside, as well as our guards that can knock down the outside shot, is going to be very vital. Because if you watched us a couple of years ago, we love to shoot the three. So being able to have five young ladies out there on the floor at one time, being able to knock down the three will be big for us.
Coach, you went to college at nearby Quincy University. You know that area up there, Northeast Missouri, well. Kind of talk about that area in general, and specifically the beautiful Culver-Stockton campus for folks who haven't seen it.
Absolutely. Well, I would first say come to campus. It's absolutely beautiful. You said it. There's no lie there. And I'm not being biased just because I'm the coach here. I'll be honest, when I played at QU, I didn't know anything about Culver-Stockton. And the first day I stepped foot on campus, I knew that this was going to be home for a while for me. So I was super proud of it. You know, but being in this area, they love women's basketball. And a lot of areas, you just don't feel that same love. Our community support, our booster support is fantastic. Even community here on campus, they love to come watch their women's basketball. You'll see multiple professors coming in the stands and cheering on those young ladies that are in their classroom. So it's a full family effect here. And that's what makes it so special. The campus itself, like I said, just come watch a game one time. Even if you're not a fan of Culver, if you're an opposing fan, just come and see it. We love to show it off, as well as our new locker rooms that we've gotten the last couple of years.
Coach, good stuff. Thanks for the time. Good luck this season.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.